Morning, mic drop podcast sessions we're doing today. My name is Mohammed. You can call me Mo. I work with the people seeking asylum and refugees, and also I've been working with the Many Hands One Heart since its start. Many Hands One Heart is a group that supports LGBT plus people seeking asylum and refugees in Liverpool. Today we've got Kevin, is one of the oldest, if not the oldest member of the Many Hands One Heart. He started coming from the first meeting that we had in the Central Library. Hi Kevin, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Not too bad, not too bad. A lot better seeing you. Just going back to the first day we had that meeting in the Central Library. We were sitting there, me and a few other people from the Sayre House and Armstead. And we were quite nervous, thinking nobody's going to turn up. And as a matter of fact, we sat there for a while, and there were people from Manchester there. And we just thought, that's it, no one is going to turn up. And one by one, 4 people turned up, and you were one of the first ones that came in. I don't know if it was your first or second person.
Yeah.
Do you remember that day?
I did actually. I think I was going around looking for the venue. Before I found the venue, it was difficult.
Yeah. How did you feel? Because before that, we knew there were LGBT plus people seeking asylum in Liverpool or in Northwest, but they were totally invisible. Nobody really could. If you asked me after 6-7 years working in Liverpool with the people seeking asylum, I could only name 1 or 2 people that I've met that they actually came and told me that they were gay or they were lesbian. How did you feel? Were you nervous? Were you apprehensive? Were you excited?
I was really nervous because I didn't know when I came down to Liverpool. In that year, I was going around looking for LGBT bars or wherever I can fit in as a gay man, and it was difficult. Then I saw a poster,
Yeah. Oh, where did you see that?
I saw it in the accommodation I was living in. Yeah, I saw the poster. This is something you don't go about asking people, where can I find LGBT people or something like that, because it's not something you really want to do. So I saw the poster, and I was really happy that I saw the poster. Then on that day I came, and
you met all the group.
Yeah, I was really nervous.
Yeah. And we chose the name on that meeting, or maybe the next meeting, Many Hands One Heart, and you had a role in choosing that name. Can you tell us what was the reason you used Many Hands One Heart, or why you suggested that name?
It was, I think, the second or third meeting we met, and we chose the name because we wanted something that will, unify the group or other people seeking asylum from different countries, different races, So we think that many hands, one heart, is something that can bring, people together, and something that,
Yeah, I also remember actually that was one of the reasons, but another reason was, even at those early stages, the members that they were there, they didn't want a name that would actually identify the group as a LGBT plus group. They were so apprehensive, they were so sort of nervous. They didn't want to actually say, oh, this group is for the LGBT. Although, there was a rainbow there and all that sort of thing, but the name itself didn't actually have any clue. They didn't give any clue about this group is for the homosexuals, and that was something that a lot of members at the start, they were quite nervous.
Yeah.
And today, although it's still some members, they are very they don't want their sexual identity to be known by everybody else. But a lot of members, they don't have any problem with that, and it showed that there's been some sort of a progress in the mentality. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I do. Initially, I can say that the reason why the members were feeling nervous and other was because we were not living in a accommodation that we could call our own. We were living in accommodation where you have a lot of people from different countries who do not know anything about or who do not accommodate LGBT people. And we come from countries that persecute LGBT people, so we really didn't want to, make it
Yeah.
something that.
Just sorry to interrupt you, but just let's go back to what you said about your country because you're from Nigeria, is that right?
Yeah.
How old are you, Kevin?
I am 42 now. Yeah.
Oh, you don't look it, and you look a bit older. And what I was going to say is,
don't mind my beard.
I'm only joking. What I was going to say is, obviously, I wanted to actually ask you, when did you realize about your sexuality? How old were you when you sort of realized that you're a gay man?
Oh, this is something that you cannot, say that I know from this year or from this year. It's something that you feel. You can't really put a finger that this is the year I know that.
No, I wouldn't say exact year or when you were a teenager.
During your teen, you start trying to find where you fit in. You get some feelings and you don't know what they are, and you ask yourself, what is this feeling? And you're trying to fight it off, and
Why did you have to fight it out?
Because you think so many people think that it is not normal. This is not a normal behavior, and you think that coming from where you come from, you see people talking about gay men or lesbians are evil. They are these, and they are not normal. From churches, you hear they will go to her, and they tell you that the behavior or what their feelings are not normal.
But is it illegal in Nigeria?
It is. Yeah. It is really. It is.
Yeah. And did you ever had any problem in regard to authorities or with the mob? In regard to your sexuality, did they ever harass you or I don't know, beat you up or persecute you when you were back home in Nigeria?
I can't say that I had, but during that period, you never come out.
No, you never came out.
Yeah, you don't come out. Yeah, but you do it without people knowing. But now, due to the law, the government has passed, or the bill the government passed in some years back. I think it's giving the authorities more power and people to prosecute him. And if you listen to news or read news from the tabloid in Nigeria, you see a lot of things happening to gay men.
Homophobic stuff, yeah. And in regard to your family, I don't know, your parents or your siblings, uncles, aunts, do they know about your sexuality? Do they know that you're gay, or did you hide it from them as well?
I did. I hid it from them, but my uncle, I think he had a clue. He had a clue. My mom was late before, when I was young, so she didn't know. And my dad, I didn't know my dad.
Did they put any pressure on you to get married or have a girlfriend?
Yeah, they did a lot because. And because of that, I tried to do one stupid thing that I did here, which I think affects my case today, because of the expectation. At my age, I'm supposed to have, according to tradition, supposed to get married and have kids. I at the time. Try to marry somebody, just to let them know that, I am stable. It's something that.
Just, I know that you're a very educated person. You've been to university. I don't know if you were in university and you got a master in Nigeria or you finished your education here. But let's go back to, let's say you're a young man in your country. apart from your sexuality? What were your aspirations? What did you want to be? What you wanted to do with your life? Let's say when you were like 18 or 19 years old, you know.
You know, when I was young, somebody asked me a question: "What will you like to be when you grow up?" I told them I want to be government. You know, the reason why I said that because when you hear over the radio, government gave money, you know, for road construction. Government gave money for electricity. Government. So I thought government was a person. So I said I will be a government, you know, so that I'll be helping people, giving people money, you know. So that was what I thought.
Yeah.
But when I grew up and I realized that government is not what I thought it would be,
Yeah.
so I decided that, okay, that idea of helping people, I would want to be a United Nations ambassador, you know, or a volunteer, United Nations volunteer, so I can go to many places and help people.
Yeah, okay. So you just wanted to make change, make
Yeah.
life better for other people, and did you go to university back home?
I did.
What did you study?
I studied sociology.
Sociology. And then when did you come to live to UK?
I came to UK in 2008.
And did you study here as well?
Yeah, I did.
That's right. Yeah. And what did you study
I
here?
studied social work, you know, just to help and, you know, empower people as well.
Do you? I mean, in regard to your family back home, are you in constant contact with them, or do they, you know? No. Is it because of your sexuality, or is it because, you know, what's?
I don't really.
If you don't want to talk about it, just.
I
let
don't
me know.
really. I only have my uncle's children, my cousins, you know, but we don't. We're no longer in good terms since my uncle died. You know, he was my sponsor. So
Okay.
before then, they weren't happy that he sponsored me to this place. So
And so, when did you seek asylum?
I saw asylum in 2015.
And based on your sexuality, is that right?
It is.
Yeah. And what happened?
Since then, I've been in detention for 5 months. I was released in that period, 2015. Since then I've been. Home Office has refused all my application and denied me and said they don't believe me and all this stuff. But I am still going through it, you know.
If you don't mind me asking you, obviously, if you don't want to answer, that's fair enough. You know, I believe you were homeless for a period of time.
I was. I think, I was. I was homeless.
Did you live in the streets, or did you?
I did. I did a sofa surfing. That was too nice. Thank God it was a summer period. I slept at the back dock, you know, outside.
Yes.
I slept there. I was very, very scared, very, very afraid. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was locked, just sleeping like a dog. You know how the dogs sleep, with one eye open and one eye closed. So it wasn't a nice feeling.
Because one of the things is when we started Many Hands One Heart, I would honestly say that your leadership qualities was there. I could be seen, and you were actually, you know, heart and soul of the group. You know, you make everyone laugh, and you had a good sense of humor and everything else. And I gradually noticed that you became a little more, you know, sort of recluse, or you didn't want to, you know. And I remember, you know, like you disappeared for a while, and then I saw you in the streets. I think it was in Kensington, and you know, you didn't look very well, but you didn't want to say anything. I think my impression is that you didn't want to share it with other people. You're a very proud person. Is that right?
Yeah, the things you know, you go through, and you don't know where to seek help. And you don't. It's something that I don't go about telling people about it. So
you can always tell me, because that's my job. Sort of.
It was really, really a difficult period for me.
And you're in an accommodation now.
Yeah.
You apply for Section 4, is that right?
Yeah.
Which means that you can basically you can get access to accommodation and some help from home office, while you're waiting for fresh claim and all that. Okay, so let's put this way, let's hope, and I'm sure that that's a good possibility, that you get your status and you become, a refugee, or you become a citizen of this country. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time if that happened?
First of all, I have to go back and do maybe a fresher course for my for the course that I studied. So to get a job. From there, see maybe my aspiration and my see if I can get a job in the United Nations. Just like my dream, to be the person that will, make a change and.
You want to contribute to this?
Yeah, I think, and also help people that are going through what I'm going through now.
I'm sure you can actually be absolutely positive. You can make a positive contribution to this country and to the LGBT plus people seeking asylum. Thanks very much, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, see.
Thanks.